What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. It is your boy Pokestocks here. Today we'll be going over the best products to buy before the month of July. Sort of rhymes a little bit. But before we hop into anything, guys, join the Discord. I just kind of mentioned that right now because y'all are gonna click off the video. But yeah, if you haven't already, go ahead and join the Discord. I believe we already hit 50 freaking members, which is honestly insane. I can't appreciate you guys the growth that we have today. Thank you. There's a lot going on right now in Discord, updates, resells, whatever you want to call it. And as always, if you do want to support your boy for $4.99 a month, go ahead and join the memberships down below. And also, I'm not a financial advisor, so please take this for your own advice. So let's start off with this video, guys. There's so much going on before the month of July. I think a lot of us know that the month of July is probably going to be one of the craziest months for Pokemon, because we're really gonna see the first, not the first, how do I say this? We're really gonna see the month of July be a month of, how do I word this right? Of market reaction. And I say this because Black Bolt White Flare is definitely gonna be a big set. I think it's definitely gonna be one of the bigger sets that we have seen, but a lot of speculation is going on right now, not just with Black Bolt White Flare, but with the other sets around it. Most importantly, how 151, how Celebrations, how all of these major sets are going to perform. As you guys know, the month of July, we potentially have a 151 UPC restock. However, I did dive more into this. I did hear that this is possibly a scam, not a scam, but like a miscommunication, like this is not real. We don't know that for sure. That's what I've heard. We also know Prismatic's getting a massive restock. We also see Destined Rivals getting a massive restock. So it's not going to be about the set that's coming out, but about the other sets, the buying opportunities that are still here. And as a lot of you guys know, as a financial advisor, oh my god, I should not have said that. I'm not a fan. Oh, okay, let me repeat myself. As a Pokemon investor, that's what I should have said. Tripped up on my own words right there. As a Pokemon investor, I usually see the best growth of sets that are usually older. So, for example, which I'll be talking about in today's video, 151, Celebrations. These sets are really Celebrations. It's obviously old. But 151's finally creeping up, guys, on getting there kind of old right now. So, I'll be talking more about that later. But it's like, what should you do before the month of July? What could happen if the 151 UPC gets restocked? What's going to happen to the market, etc., etc.? But as a lot of you guys know, I love to start off every single video by going over prismatic evolutions, because it is just a really good way to analyze the golden egg. I like to call it the golden egg because this is what brought the Pokemon hype, if you guys have not really realized that 6 months in now. I do want to start off by going over Umbreon EX is about, it keeps dropping, bro, past a month, guys. Yesterday, at the time of recording this, it was 1,000, I believe, 1,050 for the market price. Let me show you. And now the market price, guys, 1,043. So we're officially gonna break the $1,000 mark kind of soon. The singles are falling. However, if we take a look, the Elite Trainer box is surprisingly going up. I believe right now we're at 108 today, which is kind of high. Literally yesterday was 105. And sure, it's extra $3, but that does add up. You know, we've seen an all-time low of this for 95. We're up 108 right now, so sort of repeating what we saw just like a week ago when it hit 110. I think we're going to repeat that again. I honestly don't know what's going to happen, but keep that in mind. The ETB is rising. A lot of you guys do ask me in the comment section, Discord and everything, like, hey, would you recommend buying Prismatic now? In my personal opinion, as I've been around for quite a while, I could say that. I'm not lying, because I've been collecting Pokemon, like actually I've been collecting since 2020. So I've been in this market for nearly 5 years now. And I could tell you that I think Prismatic, in my opinion, will drop. I think we'll probably see this box hit lows than we've seen before. Not gonna go into too much detail, because a lot of you guys are gonna get mad if I say, oh my, it's gonna hit this or it's gonna hit that. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna hold off. I'm not gonna buy this yet. Now, question for all of you. This is a question that I would like to ask all of you guys. Regarding my channel and everything, I've been thinking about starting a paid membership, right? Something different than the one I currently offer, but a guide on how to grow your portfolio, sort of getting into Discord calls with you. It's gonna be kind of expensive, but I just need to know, what do you guys think about this? Like one-on-one time, like building a community. And every month you track your portfolio and see how much it grows. Because also for our fake portfolio, the reason I call it fake because I'm doing an investment series on this channel. We are gonna look at this today, which has seen some really good growth, guys. Come on now, it's awesome, it's awesome. But yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Just kind of curious, and I want to throw that out there. Make sure we're still recording. All right, good. So yeah, Prismatic ETB at 108 right now, and then my favorite product, the SPC, is actually kind of up as well. Not too much, but I think we're gonna see it start pumping again. Just due to what I could tell, it's a very stagnant in price right now, but I don't see a lot of UPCs, SPCs in the wild. I'm not saying it's gonna go up too much, probably go up a few dollars, like, the market always moves like that, but that's my personal analysis for this product. I think this is a really good product for long term. I've been saying this every single video. In fact, I think this is going to be a $300, $400, $500 box within the next few years. Keyword, few years. So don't get all too crazy within the next few months, guys. That won't happen. But I think so, in my opinion. I'm not picking this up yet for over third party because I believe if I'm patient, I will definitely get this MSRP or pretty close to it. And I believe I said this in my recent video that this is the only product I really wouldn't mind picking up, right? This is the only product I really wouldn't mind paying a little bit over MSRP on, because what we've seen with these, and I'll show you guys, because as always, I like to prove my points with real evidence and facts, is that these products usually tend to grow pretty strong. So let's hop into this video. I want to go over Destined Rivals. Haven't really touched on this set, surprisingly. But I do want to go over, guys, that for the month of July, or now we're actually going to start the video. I'll touch back on Prismatic later for the month of July, but for the month of July, I think Destined Rivals is going to see a slight decrease in the market because we have Black Bolt White Flare, and all the hype will transition back to that set. And I do want to mention, guys, Black Bolt White Flare is a special set, so there is going to be no booster box. So that's going to be really interesting to see how the market works. I believe so. I don't think there's a booster box. That's what I've heard. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm 90% sure. But yeah, Destined Rivals, I think we're going to see booster boxes probably drop to $230. ETBs will probably see $80 and everything like that. That's totally a guess, in my opinion, obviously. But that's what I got to say for Destined. I would say hold off on this set if you're wanting to invest in it, guys. I think within the next year, if you're still collecting in this market, the next year the set will be a lot cheaper, because as we all know, Pokemon is going to be printing and officially the demand will fade. And to prove my actual evidence with that, if we take a look at the past 6 months, guys, Prismatic ETBs are down 25%. So if we've just waited 5 months and the ETB of the golden egg, right, as I said earlier, that's what I call it, is already down 50%, I mean, oh my god, 25%, then that shows factually, I'm not making this up, that the ETB is not been seeing the crazy price demand. And we can also use that with the buy volume. When Prismatic came out, guys, 3,166 ETBs were sold at 120 during the week of January 13th to the 19th. And if you go to this week, only 195 of them were sold for $108. So obviously buy volume is really low, nearly 38, almost like 30 times less. Not too accurate with that number because I can't do math like that, but also the price is down a lot, so keep that in mind. I think Destined Rivals will see the exact growth, so keep that in mind. Also, just to throw out Journey Together, because I do want to mention that I think Journey Together will also see a price diminish as well. Journey Together, in my opinion, is a really weak set in terms of price at the moment, and I feel like that's a really good buying opportunity for a lot of you, including myself. A lot of you guys actually do think that Journey Together is a really good set to invest in, including myself. But I'm going to wait off on this. I'm not going to invest yet because I know that I can wait and I could get this at a solid price. So I just want to mention that. I think the single's a pretty good price as well if you guys are interested. But Journey Together, same thing as Destined Rivals, will probably see a drop in price, especially as the set is kind of old at the moment. This is our second set now. Before Black Bolt White Flare, so we'll probably see this go down a little bit. And then if we go to 151 has been really interesting. My position on this set has changed. As an investor, I always try to be humble and honest, and you guys let me know in the comment section. You guys let me know in the Discord, like, hey bro, 151 is getting kind of old now. You've been saying that it's going to get reprinted, or there's going to be a lot more waves of it. But you guys have been showing me evidence. You show me that the set's 2 years, and listen, I love to learn, right? That's the most important thing. And numbers do prove 151 is currently on the rise. For example, the booster bundle, guys, is nearly up 11%. Oh my dude, I made a video about this 2 days ago. It was 8%. Now we're up 11%. So obviously numbers do prove. This set is nearly about to reach the 2-year mark, and that's kind of big in terms of, rotation, because this set really truly just on the years, right, is not gonna have too much left out there. So I do think 151 is an interesting market, and for the month of July, if we see that the booster bundle is up nearly 11% in the month of June, I don't know how much it'll go up in the month of July. It's kind of scary, but I do want to mention that I do think there's a solid product to invest in that I actually did in our portfolio, guys, which is going to be the 151 mini tin display. I think that even though if this does get reprinted or we do see a massive 151 wave, right, whatever happens, I don't think this is a solid pickup, guys. $200 for 20 packs of 151, but you're not paying it for the packs. You're paying it for the aesthetics. You're getting yourself a 151 mini tin display. This is a really cool thing. If someone had this in their collection and I was looking to invest in some sealed product, I'll definitely buy this. So I would highly recommend, if you guys are interested in investing in 151 and don't want to pay, $80 for a booster bundle with shipping and everything, probably go ahead and probably pick this up, in my opinion. Of course, do what you like, but I think this is a very solid product. I did add it into our portfolio for the YouTube, so we'll see how it grows. As of today, not going up too much, but that's because I literally just bought it yesterday. But that's also a interesting investment. Also, I do got to throw in, we have Blooming Waters, which has been seeing an interesting growth, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, Blooming Waters is nearly up to 118. So we're seeing this as a really cheap product, and I did talk about this. I'm not gonna go too much in depth because I'll take up the whole video, but if you guys would go check out my other content about Blooming Waters and Sea and Sky collection about Crown Zenith as well, I do think these are sleeper products, and these are probably one of the most safest products to invest in for long term, as you're just buying this for the packs. That's all you're getting it for. The promos don't matter, nothing. You're just getting it for 151. And if you don't have 151, I think this is a solid pickup as well. Now, you did hear me earlier in the video, guys, say that I believe in being patient, right? But unfortunately, there isn't a lot of product you could be patient about, and I think Blooming Waters and the 151 mini tin display is sort of a great example of that. And I hate, I hate paying so much more. Like, this is theoretically like $100 product because that's just like the base price of this, but you're paying $200 for it, and of course that is a lot of money. But the great thing is, right? I mean, look at this. It literally hit 270, so market does prove it's still wanted. 260, so it still proves that's still wanted. But the great thing is look at this great buying opportunity. Look at this massive fall. Look at this $60 drop. And as a lot of you know about investing, if you guys do invest in stocks or whatever, you know that buying it at the dip is the greatest moment. I think we're at that moment right now, right? A lot of YouTubers don't show these kind of products because I don't know why, but I'll try to show you guys like the little products that aren't really saying too much out there. So I do want to throw that in. I think Blooming Waters is a product that, we've seen that massive dip past 3 months. We've seen this massive dip when these were in Targets and stuff like that. There was a lot of volume out there, and now we're sort of seeing it rise again. I still think we're in the dip, to be honest. If you are interested in picking this up, I probably would look into it. Obviously, always, guys, always negotiate. Never pay the price, because honestly, you could definitely get this for a lot cheaper. I know in the Discord, in fact, we've had a lot of people who went ahead and went to card shows and stuff like that, negotiated, got some really good prices on some cards, and all it was is just negotiating. I believe someone got Blooming Waters for 100 or something like that, so that was a really, really solid deal, and you can't complain about that. And practically, you're paying, you're paying for the packs, right? I gotta say that again, you're paying for the packs. Same thing with Crown Zenith, but not Crown Zenith. I don't think Crown Zenith is a great set to go over for the month of July, because Crown Zenith is really old, and you know what I mean by old, like there's no more out there in the wild unless Walmart, but that's a whole different topic. I'm talking about the newer sets that are really, really active right now. Well, kind of throwing it back, the reason I'm bringing up, whoa, that just sounded really stupid. Throwing it back, oh my god. Alright, let me rephrase that. Going back in time, we have celebrations. The only reason I am bringing this Pokemon setup is due to the fact, guys, that this set is getting recognition once again. There is a lot of YouTubers and a lot of data that's proving my point that this is going up. Literally, I bought this product yesterday, guys. It's up $3. Oh my, $3, bro, that's crazy. And one day, that is kind of a lot of money. And if we look at the past month, guys, up 5%, and look at this huge surge. Look at that. Boom. It's crazy, dude. It's sort of like I had information, like I just bought it at $250. I don't know, it's kind of crazy, but I do think, guys, Celebrations is a massive incoming set, because, and I'm saying this we have the 30th anniversary set coming around the corner. There's been no official release date. There's been no official showcase of the set, at least that I've seen yet. But due to what this set has been, guys, this set came out in 2021. We are getting kind of close to 2026, nearly halfway there. And the really interesting thing, right, is that it's good to buy early. It's good to buy early. It's good to buy early. And I mean, data does prove, right? Look at this. This is kind of scary because we really never seen this massive surge from the hype. I mean, look at this, bro. It's a boom. It's a skyrocket right now. And I know there are a lot of people who are probably like, damn, bro, I just missed out spiking. I still think there's time, guys. You have to remember the 30th anniversary set probably won't come out for another year, to be honest. That's what I think, and that's what, the dates do show. That's how they usually do it. But I do think that buying it now is great because I could tell you, just beyond the point of how special this set is, knowing how Pokemon sets do go up, we know, guys, that, I mean, look at the past year, right? Up 112%. Sure, a lot of it was from the hype, don't get me wrong, but just how sets move in general, when there is no like, no more, why am I tripping right now? When there's no more wild product out there, it just goes up. Same thing with Evolving Skies, same things with Fusion Strike. The only reason why the set's going up because there's no more out there. And this is just basic set knowledge, but Celebrations, it has that opportunity, right? It has that potential that this is going to go up, guys. And I think the Pokemon Center is a great ETB to invest in. If you were to ask me, Pokestocks, would you rather buy the ETB for $170 or spend an extra $50 and get the Pokemon Center? No question. Spend the extra money, guys, because I could tell you this will see the strongest growth long term. We are literally seeing this product going very freaking high. 230 is kind of nuts. And the UPC as well has been seeing some massive growth. Look at that, up 5% for such a strong heavy product. What I mean by that, it's so expensive. UPC is a little bit out the question for me, a little bit too much to actually too much money to recommend, right? $500, guys, on one product is a lot of money, but $250 ain't that bad. But Celebrations around the corner is actually going up a lot, dude. If we check the whole market, it is sort of green. The only reason that I believe in this set is highly due to the fact, guys, of just its anniversary potential. Because if we look at Generations, and I know Generations didn't have that crazy buying opportunity, there wasn't really no hype around that time during Pokemon, so a lot of people weren't able to risk it. However, Celebrations does give us that opportunity, right? And I believe for the month of July, we're going to see this set really take off. I'll probably see the Pokemon Center ETB at 250 in the month of July. I'll probably see the Celebrations ETB probably break 180, 190, maybe even 200 it might. But yeah, I do want to mention that I do think this set will probably hit a very, very all-time high. And then we'll throw in another set, guys. Going back to Prismatic Evolutions, for the month of July, I do think that this set will continue to be stagnant or will continue to drop in price, as we do know for facts that the new Costco bundle will be dropping more and more volume into the market, more packs, more tins. And then also we do know that GameStop is going to be constantly restocking. I just went ahead, guys, and found a surprise box booster bundle all in this month, and those products are just being out there, right? What happens is, and I'm going to say this, what happens is when more and more volume gets unleashed into the market, it's harder for the scalpers to go ahead and keep up with the demand. So that's why we see prices fall. That's why we see numbers across the board continue to go down, and I think Prismatic is going to be one of those sets targeted by these major retailers and by Pokemon to keep up the demand for what this set offers, right? Because a lot of people want it, we know that, and unfortunately, the reason why the price is so high is because there really isn't a lot out there, to be honest. We've seen the prices fall, that's a fact, but I do think as more and more gets released, we'll probably see this set fall. So for the month of July, I would probably hold off. Nothing too crazy about Prismatic yet, guys. How about this? When I buy my first Prismatic, product, and I go, listen, guys, I'm officially gonna go ahead and spend this, then probably you should listen to me, because in my opinion, right? I do always give my opinion, and I always try to offer a diverse opinion. That's why I might say, listen, if you guys want to invest in Prismatic ETB right now for long term, I don't think that's bad, because you're going for long term, right? Long term guarantees profit. That's what I've seen. That's what I've developed and learned from the market, right? You could have bought an Evolving Skies ETB literally for $100, right? And I would have said, like, listen, you could pay the over MSRP at the moment. Just know in a few years it'll be worth more. You'll be guaranteed profit, and it's 300 right now. So, of course, same thing with Prismatic. I would hold off for the month of July. The only products I would be looking into and studying, guys, is going to be 151 and definitely Celebrations. If you can have your eyes on these sets, definitely do that. Black Bolt, White Flare, if we look that up, I would not go too crazy this month. In fact, for Black Bolt, White Flare, this is a set I would actually pass on, because I think the set is going to be very, very inflated in terms of the price. It's the first month, guys. Don't go too crazy about it. Of course, this is the Japanese set right here. Really cool promo, honestly, dude. I love it. It's awesome. But that is something I would probably hold off on. We can see that the ETBs are now going for 128, booster bundle 67, sort of repeating Prismatic Evolution, surprisingly. But yeah, I would highly recommend, guys, just holding off onto this set. And I'd probably look into, like, I'd probably make a whole new video about investing into Black Bolt, White Flare, probably in September when the set cools off. And during that time, we'll probably see Prismatic reach an all-time low again. And the great thing, guys, about making these videos is these are daily journals. I can look back at this stuff and I can say I was right, I was wrong, and learn from that. But as always, we all have different opinions. So if you guys do have any questions regarding, what I think is right versus wrong, or literally anything, join the Discord. And then what do you all think about the idea of the membership, where you get like literally one-on-one time with me, stuff like that? I think it'd be really, really cool, because I'm learning how to monetize this channel, and I really want to make this a community, guys, right? I really want to build something here, not just for the money, but for this, right? I'm building a Discord, I'm building time with you guys, I'm streaming, I'm doing all that stuff. So if you don't want to miss any of that out, go ahead and join the Discord down below, guys. Have a great day, my friends. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, chat.